And we are live. Good morning, Shell.
Good morning. Not live here yet, but it's gonna start soon.
It'll be there. It'll be there. So, what's the weather like out your way?
You know what? We're back in the 80s,
Oh my goodness.
and I have a ridiculously large amount of tomatoes on my tomato plants. I have that above
Yeah,
ground
yeah,
rolling garden. Well, we never really got a freeze, and the tomatoes were very excited after not producing all through the heat because they just don't like it when it's 100 degrees.
right.
But now they're happy. So there's like 50 green tomatoes on there. So I'm hoping we won't get any type of real super cold until those tomatoes ripen.
Right. I know.
So yeah, I'm growing tomatoes in November. Crazy, I know.
I'm just going over to YouTube and see if it pops up because they're saying they're still waiting. So,
Mine came up on my iPad now.
okay, now we got people. Good morning. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Laura. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Shelly.
Yep, people are rolling in.
Okay, good. All right. We are on.
We are
So,
on.
today is another warm day for Shell,
Yes.
another deep freeze day for me. However, I do have concrete in my driveway, so I'm happy.
Yes, I saw your photo on your story on Instagram that you were pouring down the concretes. I guess it looked more like asphalt. Was it concrete or asphalt?
It's concrete.
It's concrete. Okay. It looked really
Street,
dark.
yeah. Well, there's asphalt over the top of the stuff out in the street, I think.
Uh-huh.
But I got a new sidewalk and apron.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah, it'll only take 10 days to cure, so I can't park in the garage for the next 10 days. Hi, Holly.
We've got Sybil, we've got
Hi,
Holly,
Cindy.
Cindy,
Hi, Barbara.
Barbara. Yes.
Yeah, people are rolling in.
Yeah. So yeah, we're doing Art Journal Habit 2019 again today, and the prompt is add. That's kind of a weird one, yeah?
Day number 7, add.
Add.
Well, I thought yesterday was a little weird, understanding, but I did it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how
somebody
I
in the
did it,
group.
but I did it. Yesterday was this one, understanding.
Get back together, you beast. Ugh.
Sometimes you've got to be able to listen to yourself and be okay with no one else understanding. So I did it.
Yeah, I think that our prompts this year are interesting.
Yeah. Well, I think it's making me think more. I mean, it's not like door or house or,
Yeah. Well, somebody in the Art Joy Sharing group messaged me on Facebook, and they're like, "Do I have to do it? I don't know what to do for this one. Do I have to do it?" Here's my suggestion. And I, of course, told her, "No, you don't have to. You don't have to do anything. You can, the idea is to just encourage you to do some art each day, but you don't have to. There's no police kind of come after you if you don't." But what I told her is when I get stuck with a word, I go to Google and I search for a quote with the word in it or an image with the word in it. So first I go to Google Images and I type the word and search and see just what comes up, And then if nothing comes up, or if I don't get an idea from that, then I search, I type in quotes with whatever word it is. And then, of course, quotes are going to come up because every word is in a quote, right?
Right.
So that's actually what I did with this one. And I found this quote that I like. Add smiles, subtract worries, divide your problems, and multiply your happiness.
That's cool. And then on top of that, a lot of times I will just do the dictionary thing and look at the definition and then see what related words there are and how I can incorporate stuff like that into it. So there's lots of different ways of doing that.
Yeah, if you just can't come up, with something on your own, just look around.
Yeah, I mean, mine was a quote that I pulled from one of those quote sites yesterday, just because I needed something. And whoops.
Welcome, Shauna.
I'm having way too much trouble just tearing today.
It's going to be one of those days.
It's going to be one of those days.
Add to me, okay, that word add obviously brings up ideas of math. And so I got out some different math related stencils. I happen to have some math related stencils because I have a son who is
if you were going to do that.
doctorate in mathematics. He's very into it. So I got those. And then
she's got a math whiz at home, guys.
If you think about the word, spelling it out, ADD, it also means attention deficit disorder.
Yep.
So if you have someone who suffers from that, or you suffer from it yourself, there's lots of things you could do with that. So those are my ideas, but I'm going to start with this already gel printed page that has some kind of lines like that anyway already. And I've also got I got plus signs, stencils. I've got this one that has different math symbols. I've got this one that has equations, which is a little more than addition. So that might be a little over the top. But I like it. This is a Stencil Girl stencil.
I think it's an awesome stencil. You know, when you got that one, I thought, oh yeah, that's a good one.
You should get this one.
Well, you know, I might eventually. Right now I'm kind of on a stencil holding pattern.
Oh no, not that.
Yeah, because you know I've been on a die cutting pattern, so it's like, oops, I can't have both. So yeah, if you guys saw, I went to this event in Rockford last week, and yes, I came home with stuff.
I did see that.
Yeah.
We'll be discussing that later.
Okay, I cannot be held accountable.
That's what they all say. They do. It's not true. You can be held accountable. This color. I just want to get some more colors on there. My background has like orange and green. I'm going to put some more orange and green or something. I don't know, some white. I think this one is empty. It's very sad because I like this color. Oh, some came out.
Barb says she's not doing the prompts either, but looking up quotes is a good idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of good quotes out there. There's funny ones. There's
It is so. I am so sorry.
Just make this more interesting. Why not?
Oh boy. Well, I'm starting with what I've been starting with, the blank page. Because I'm lazy and I can do that.
I don't like it.
And I have all of these painty papers. So I think I'm just going to do like glue book style and start by putting some painty stuff down in the background. Because I'm looking at these blue, green, yellow colors, and I'm thinking they're going to make a good background together. So I've got a lot of painty things that are in that family.
Well, Barbara, you can do your page with your little plus stencil. I think this one is a Heidi Swap, maybe stencil from Michael's, I think.
There's a lot. I honestly looked at a bunch of different stencils, and there's a lot of them that have a cross sign on them.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that'll be an issue if you have any stencils or stamps, because they're out there.
I'm going to put some of these other symbols on here too, because my quote talks about multiplication and division and stuff like that. So
yeah,
this one, I think it's the one. I think this is the one that matches the other one from Stencil Girl. This is a 4x4, and they seem to be the only ones who have these little small ones. So I probably bought this one at the same time as the math one, with the idea that I was going to make something for my son, which I did.
Yes, you did.
Which you've probably seen on my channel. probably last November, because it would have been a Christmas gift, I think.
Yeah.
I made him a canvas. I know he's got it hung up in his room. I saw it, I mean, his apartment, because I saw it when I was there. I'm going to go there again in December.
That is cool. I like it when I see my stuff hung up on my kids' walls. It means they like it and appreciate it, and me. So,
yeah. He's the one that really appreciates my art and has a lot of my stuff, and he does definitely hang it up in his. He used to have just one wall in his other apartment that was completely covered with my art, and he kept saying, "I need more." I'm like, "What? You have an entire wall. What are you talking about? You need more?" "No, I need more." But now he has it kind of spread around very artistically around through the apartment, because he's sharing an apartment with his girlfriend, which has a much more decorative aesthetic. You know, she's not into just thrown together stuff. It's not.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's got to be more.
Sometimes girls can be like that.
Yes. And their apartment looks nice. It's pretty much all her furniture that she brought. Well, we brought it.
Hi, Ela.
For her.
Yes, you did. You were on the long trek.
Yep. Big truck driving. So
I mostly always let the kids do the driving, and I sat at home with the other kids.
yeah.
I watched the home fires while they did the heavy lifting.
Well, my youngest kid drove the truck. I rode along. I didn't actually end up driving any of it because he wouldn't let me. He's like, "No, I'm driving." Like, what? You don't trust me to drive a gigantic truck? I don't understand this.
Why not?
Apparently, he didn't think I should. I don't know.
It's like I drove long before you were ever here.
That's right. I've been driving before you were ever born. I don't know what you're talking about, kid. Well, that's pretty interesting. That makes it more interesting to have a little bit of that mathy stuff on it. I think it needs a little bit of something around the edge. Maybe some sponging around the edges. I forgot to put art guard on again, and now I've got
Oh yeah, good idea.
Paint all over myself as usual.
Good idea, because you know what? My hands are so dry now because of the weather.
Yes.
Everything sinks into my cracks and crevices. And I'm not going to elaborate on that.
Okay, that's better.
Oh dear.
I like that. Those are pretty colors. I'm just trying to get rid of a little.
Hi, Terry Marshall. Your kids have, yeah, okay. I bet you do. You know, it was so much fun when everybody was in the shop doing stuff together.
Let's get this a little dry.
I think I'm actually gonna, because that curves there, I think I'm gonna take a brush with a little gel medium and seal that, because it's gonna curl up on me.
Barbara is coveting my math stencil. It's pretty cool, I must say.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I think I'm going to do one more thing here. I'm going to get myself a piece of scrap paper.
Barb has awesome art on her walls. I've seen some of the art in her place, and if you guys don't know about Barb's quilts, you should check them out because they are amazing. Just saying. So while you guys are just, watching us glue and stick and whatever, if you see somebody that you don't know in the chat, there's those three little dots over there on the side, and you can go to their channel and look at what their content is. And if you want to, you can subscribe to their channels because this is a friendly artist community. And we like it when you guys, hang out together, do stuff together, collaborate. So just a suggestion.
It's a good suggestion. I like it. Out of sponges. I think I need to make a ground.
And by all means, click that bell for notification.
Oh, please, please click your bell for notifications. That's the newest, stupidest thing from.
Well, I have seen so many times. I mean, I'm looking at the people that are subscribed to me versus the other people that are watching. My views are way down on the people that are subscribed to me because they haven't clicked the bell.
Yeah.
So they're not getting notified when my stuff comes out.
Yep.
And that's the problem. They've got that stupid notification thing. And because they're changing the algorithm all the time on YouTube, we don't know what's going on with that. We just, keep producing. And, we're producing all month long this month. And if you're not seeing something all the time, there's a problem.
Yep. If you don't see a notification, if you don't see something every single day, you don't have your notifications on. And I'm not a big notification person myself. I don't turn notifications on almost anything. I mean, it says, "Can we turn your notifications on?" I'm like, no, you cannot. Because I don't like my phone constantly blinging. But in this case,
but honestly, I don't think YouTube does that with the blinging thing.
No, they don't.
Yeah. It's just in YouTube that you get notified.
Yep. If you turn on YouTube, then you get a notification that something came out. If you don't turn it on, then you don't know.
Yeah.
All right. That's the beginning of my page. I think I've done enough of that type of stuff. All right.
Okay, so they're starting to follow each other. That's great. Super. And honestly, guys, if you're doing something that pertains to Art Joy Sharing, please, please, please put it in the group. I want to find you too. And, all those places that you can post in Art Joy Sharing. I mean, I think things get lost in the feed on Facebook because so much stuff goes in there.
Oh, they don't show you everything on Facebook.
Right, they don't. So that's why we created folders and things to put it in so that no matter where it is in the feed, you can go look at that folder and you're going to see all that stuff that people have created. I mean, some people think it's just more trouble than it's worth, but honestly, if you're looking for something, it's the best place to be because you're going to find what you're looking for.
Yeah, we have folders in Art Joy Sharing and in Pick a Stick Challenge for you to put your pictures in the right category. So if someone is looking
just for one thing, just for tags, just for ATCs, just for the journal page a day, it's like
just for the mood board, just for the whatever. We've got all the folders built so that you can find exactly what you're looking for.
Yep.
So this last week, Peg was at the stamping show with her friends, and she came back with some toys, and she showed them on her channel. And of course, because we were just talking about how I really needed a die cutting machine that could fit on my desk, I had to run out and buy this. So this is the new Spellbinders brand die cutting machine that is so tiny that it can just sit on your desk. and it has these little opening on either side that turns it into the machine. And then the cool thing that it has is there's this little dial down here at the bottom. And if you put it on a flat surface like this, I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just flicking that dial down. Now it is stuck. Can't move it anymore. It's magnetic, or not magnetic, but suction to my glass under here. So now when I go to use it and dial the thing, it won't move. Let's get this more on the screen. The only tricky part is then you have to figure out how to get your finger under there to unstick it.
You have to flip the thing up. The table. You have to flip the table up.
Yeah. Come on, thingy. There we go. There. So now it is, I can dial this as much as I want. It comes with a base plate that goes on the bottom of your sandwich, and then it has a cutting plate, and then it's also got an embossing plate and an embossing shim rubber thing if you want to just emboss the design instead of cutting it. So I am going to cut a bunch of stuff and add them.
Yeah.
I also
Very
have
clever.
this brand new package from In Love Arts that I haven't even taken anything out of, which happens to be full of little dies. So I got these little flower ones out this morning and I cut them apart, but I did want to show you that this is how they come. They come all attached together like that. It has some hearts. I have a little tree. I've got a wave. Oh, I might use that sunshine and clouds. I've got sunshine and clouds.
Oh, I got sunshine.
And I've got a wave. I was making an ocean. Then this one is to make a little book, a little round book. This one is to make a card base that's stitched in 2 different sizes. And this one's also to make a book. Has little die cuts to make a book. That obviously is not going to fit in there. None of these are going to fit in this little tiny one, but all these little pieces will fit. So I think I'm going to use them. I have a little tree with leaves, but that's not really going to go with my theme, I don't think, but it's really cute. So these came from inlovearts.com, and they're very, very, very inexpensive. Very inexpensive.
They are. And did they give you a discount code, Shell?
They did. I haven't made the video this month, though, but it will. I can put a link later.
Yeah. We'll put a link up later because, you know, if you're going to go shop over there, you need a discount.
Yeah, they pretty much have a 15% discount all the time. So you could keep this together and cut it all as one, but since I want to put it through my little machine, I'm going to cut these apart. And all this is just inexpensive wire cutters for jewelry making. And I can just cut these little things. This one has a little bow, which is kind of cute, and a little tag too, like a little, I think you'd call that a tag, a banner type little tag. So you can, this one is to make a bouquet, like a bouquet of flowers.
Mm-hmm.
So it came with a little bow and a little, like you could put for mom or whatever. Whoops. Went flying. They do that.
So I will tell you guys, if you're interested in a prism, in the video that I did the other day, those actually sold out, but I did put a link below that video for an Amazon one that is discounted, and you can still get those prisms at a discount price because I think they retail for $39.99, which I think is ridiculous. But so if you're interested in one of those, that's how you do it, or just message me and I'll send you a link.
Yeah, I got mine from Amazon too. So
yeah,
she had them. The lady that Peg got hers from had them, but she's run out because they were so popular. She ran out.
Yep, we did. So I probably need to add some things to this too. I'm looking at some of those new stamps and things that I got the other day with my new prism and my new stuff.
What did I do with the little bag? I have a little bag. Oh, I
And
just
I'm
stabbed myself.
thinking,
Now I'm bleeding.
aren't these cute? Look at these little teeny tiny candy wrapper things. I just pulled this out because I was looking through my bag of stuff. They make these wrappers that go onto your those little chunks of chocolate and stuff. They're so stinking cute.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a Band-Aid.
Okay. I think I will be making some of those for the kids for Christmas. They can just tuck them in between the things on the tree. Okay, so I don't need that. I don't need my cookies, but I think I'm going to stamp some of these leaves because I like that leaf shape on here. How do I get into this? There we go.
Well, at least you guys know I'm not an alien. You've seen me
You got red blood, huh?
Yeah. It's not green. I guess that's a cautionary tale. As you're cutting apart your die cuts, don't stab yourself with them.
Yeah, those really do get sharp. And honestly, when you cut them, have a sanding block handy to sand the end of that down because they stay sharp.
Yep. I have one right here, actually. I wasn't planning on doing it right away, but
yeah,
obviously I should have. And I also just lost my little envelope that these go to. I can't find it either.
So if you guys get new stamps, and you're having trouble with them stamping, what I always tell people is hit it with your black archival ink first. There's something about the polymer, and how it absorbs. Sometimes you get real skippy images and stuff. So I would say take your, I think I need a stamping block, don't I? Take your black archival and stamp with that first.
I don't know if I'm going to use that one. What?
Okay, is that going to fit on there? Ooh, it just does. Okay. And this little leaf one here, because I'm going to add something. Let's see how this one stamps. Oh, not bad.
So
Not bad for a newbie. Let's get, and the other thing that helps is if you have some foam behind your stamping, it just helps to have a cushion there. To get a good image.
Oh.
This will be the tricky one because it's in this groove here. See if I can get it to make connection. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Okay, so that's enough of that.
Should probably cut more than one at a time. That would have been smart. You need a pokey tool when you're using these things to get them out. But isn't that cute? Look at that. You need a bunch of them.
Very cute. Very cute.
Need a bunch. So the little paper that, the little book that came along with this little die cutting machine was like, make sure you make the sandwich correctly.
Huh.
They were very concerned about the sandwich. So you've got to use the base plate, and then you're supposed to put your little things with their cutting side up. Looks like I can put 3 on here at a time instead of 1. That would be smart. And then you put your paper over the top, it said. I don't want my paper to be wider than my, this one is definitely for little tiny things, but we're never going to use these little tiny things if we don't have something on our desk that we can use them with. And that's what I was telling Peg just last week. And then all of a sudden she shows up with a little tiny die cutting machine.
Just like magic.
It's
right?
so ironic.
Just like magic.
Obviously, someone out there in Spellbinder world thought I needed a tiny die cutting machine too.
Yeah.
Someone else said, if I just had a tiny die cutting machine instead of this big dumb one, I would be much happier.
Well, I have the gigantic one too because I have some of those dies that are like 6 or 8 inches across.
Yeah.
But they don't work on a show like this,
No, my machine, that big giant machine, wouldn't even fit in the thing.
No, would not fit the frame.
No.
So those kind of things I have to pre-cut and show to you later. But okay, something like this works very well because you got the die for the little bug. There's a little cicada there. and this little die is going to fit in your little machine just fine.
Wow, do you guys hear that?
What?
I hope that's not.
Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Marie. I don't hear anything.
I can't even hear Peg.
Oh,
so loud.
I just heard that one.
What the heck?
It's like static or something, isn't it?
I don't know what that is. Someone's got a big machine outside.
Oh, well, I'm glad we weren't shooting this yesterday when they came with the big cement truck and all that.
True. Hopefully he's going to stop with whatever that is.
Yeah. Those guys were out there working after dark. I'm not kidding you. And that mud was so thick. I didn't know if they were going to get it out of the truck in time to pour it because it was so thick they were having to really push it hard. They earned their money yesterday, let me tell you. And I've worked mud before, so I know how heavy and hard it can be. Now, if the city just stays away and doesn't pour a bunch of salt on my new concrete, I'll be happy. Which is a real hazard around here. So I'm not looking at the chat because I'm cutting and holding my tongue just right. Or at least I think I am.
Vicki says that she got up to feed the dogs. She got some water and then accidentally left the water on, so she has to go back.
Oh boy. Yeah, we don't need any pools in the yard. Or any unintentional pools in the yard. We do need pools in the yard because she's where it's hot.
Come out.
Okay. Leaf number 2.
It's so loud. Why are you doing that, you stupid people? And they got to do it at the crack of dawn, of course.
Oh, yeah. Of course. There's no other time to do it. It's just like, they do the civil defense thing first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Just in case you wanted to have a heart attack.
Well, it's like, hey guys, I haven't had my coffee yet. Can you turn that down just a little bit?
All right, that's a few. Let's see what we've got so far here.
Unfortunately, it's right up the hill from us, so we get it loud and clear.
Well, I guess you'll know if there's an attack.
Yeah.
Just got it. Now it won't unstick. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see how these all look on my page. Oh, they're cute. They're very cute. I can't stand it. I think I need some darker color ones, though. They're kind of light.
All right. Hey, Lindy. Hi. No, it's at Shell's in, Lindy. She's got something going on outside, and she has no control.
Yeah, the only thing I can do is mute. Do you guys want me to mute? I mean, I don't know how long he's going to do that.
Hi, Patty. Oh, that's sweet. Positive people. Yes.
Oh, I see the guy out there. You idiot. Go away.
What is he doing?
He's got one of those stupid blowing things, you know?
Oh, he's blowing. Those are really noisy.
I don't understand those blowing things. It's like, so you're just blowing the leaves from one side of the yard to the other?
Well, we blow them to the street, and then the city comes with a big truck and picks them up.
Well, that's lucky. So I have another new toy. It's called a glue sponge. I just had to try it out because the thing about these little teeny tiny things is that they're hard to get glue on. And I saw this on that same site, and I said, I should do that. So it's just got glue in it, and it's just on a sponge. You can make one of these yourself.
Yeah, you can.
Really.
Just get some Elmer's and
you don't have
go
to.
for it. Yeah.
It's PVC glue, but you just put your little die cut down on top of the sponge and press it, and you get some glue. I thought, well, that's not dumb.
No, they're the hot thing. You go to the craft sales and they are everywhere. Everybody's buying them. I can see the purpose of it.
Yeah.
But
I needed to try.
I'm a just pour some glue out on my desk kind of person, so depends on how you work, right?
Oh, I would normally do this with matte medium. I would just glue them down with matte medium, but
yeah,
I decided I would try it and see.
Well, and it's kind of fun when you got those little bitty parts, and you're trying to
so tiny. I mean,
glue them all down.
Glue on them.
And since you are the glue queen,
yes,
I think it's justified in your case.
I wanted something new. I haven't got anything new for a while.
Oh, I think I need at least another leaf. Let me go back.
It does work pretty well. I am getting glue on my fingers, but
yeah, that'll work, Patty. Absolutely.
This page is looking very spring-like. It's not spring, but it is 80 degrees outside.
Yeah, I don't think I want to know what the temperature is outside here. I'm not sure if it's up to freezing yet.
I think the trick to this thing is just store it upside down.
Well, and they had actually predicted snow last night, so I'm glad it didn't get here. because since they're doing the drive, I have to park on the street. I can't put my car in the garage. So it's kind of a hot mess. Is that going to sit in there? Yes, it will. Oh, I'm so lucky. I like that bright, bright green.
What else do I have?
A Xyron. Yes, I think I have every Xyron they ever made. Because at the time, it was the thing. And I still use the heck out of them. Actually, I have a baby Xyron, which is pretty incredible. I mean, if you look right here on my desk, what's on my desk? And I went to a trade show and they gave me one that's even smaller than that. Can you believe it? They made one smaller.
I believe it.
I like this leaf stamp. It's a fun stamp.
That is a nice leaf.
I collect a lot of leaves and flowers when it comes to stamps.
I noticed that with stamps myself, actually, when I was, doing the whole sorting of all the stamps. It's like, why do you have so many leaves and flowers?
But that little stinking cicada is so cute. You are not old enough in cicada years. Sorry to hear that you are cicada. Get well soon. You make my heart sing. Oh, they're just cute. They're just cute. All right. Another day I will be doing those. So, let's get these green.
He's back with his stupid machine. I'm about to go out there and tell him to stop it. I guess he's in his own yard, so I can't really tell him to stop it, probably. I want to, though.
Well, yeah, around here, they all have these industrial type tools, these huge riding mowers, and they've got a little postage stamp yard. And
it's like, why do you need such a big thing?
The chainsaw to trim their brush, really? Boys and their toys.
Yep.
Well, I guess we got our toys too.
Yes, I have a tiny little die cutting machine.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
It's fun. I like it.
And it sparkles. It had blue sparkle on it. It's like, well, that's not that ugly little plastic one. This has blue sparkle on it.
Yeah, it does. It's got blue, shiny stuff on it.
They call it the prism for a reason. It has prisms.
All right, let's line all these guys back up. Make another one, go through. I mean, I wouldn't do this every day, but it's fun. It's fun today.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, my journal that I'm working in is really small. What size is it? It is a page in here is just a little less than 6 inches. They're 6 by 6. Okay. So if you go all the way across, you got the double page. It's 6 by 12. But this is one of those Dina Wakley journals, and it's got this lovely paper in it that's almost like a cotton watercolor paper. And that's why I've been doing so much watercolor. Okay, so if you guys don't know about the Xyron, I'm sure you all do, but just in case. What you do with this is you just drop it in the chute in the top here, and then you pull it through. And I think you can get these at most of the craft stores now, like Michael's or Joann's or Hobby Lobby. So you just pull it through, and then there's a little serrated piece over here to tear it off. You want to burnish it down because there'll be little goobers around it.
Technical term, goobers.
Yeah, goobers, right? You want to burnish it down and make sure that you get the adhesive on the back. And then there's this little piece on the top here that you peel off. Like so. And then now this piece is not sticky. So like if you want to make these in advance, say you're going to a crop or something, you can have all these things cut out and just on this sheet, and you can take them with you. If say you're making 100 cards or something, you can have all this done and just take it with you and peel and stick,
Yep.
So that's kind of fun. So I'm going to add a few more of these leaves on here because they are cutesy.
I'm not sure I'm not in love with this glue sponge, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's sticking to my fingers, and then I guess I need to get a baby wipe out to press them down, I guess.
Well, I'm glue challenged, so I'm probably not a good reference for stuff like that just because I'm glue challenged. Because I wear my glue proudly. I wear my glue.
Well, I do too. I mean, my fingers are always coated. That's how come I have art guard, because everything gets all over me all the time.
Hey, Shell, did you remember to turn on your other camera?
I did.
All right.
I actually.
We are rocking and rolling today. Okay. So my thought with this whole page thing, now that I've got a background there, was I was going to use this quote, and it says, stripes will always add that certain something, right? So guess what? I've got stripes, right? And I went to Unsplash, and I found this photo of a zebra. Because guess what? It's stripes today, guys.
Where did my other plate go? Oh,
so I'm gonna put the zebra on there. But what I did first was when I cut out my photo, I took some of that Elizabeth Craft tape and just put it across the back. And then when I cut the image, I've got adhesive already on there. So I can just peel and stick this onto my page.
I'm very fond of the it sticks down to the table thing on this.
Yeah.
I like that. And that means I don't have to.
Right, because my hands don't always hold everything in place.
Yeah. Makes me happy. There's a sunshine. You know, I always like a sunshine. I'm gonna make some flowers too. Oh, the sunshine's cool though. I like that. Now, could I cut all this stuff myself? Yes, I could. But it's kind of fun just to do something different. You know?
I like rock landscapes in agave. Patty's in Vegas, she says, and no mowing, little blowing maybe.
Sounds like my kind of place.
Yeah, you're kind of in the same situation there.
Yeah. A little bit different. They don't have saguaro cactus in Vegas.
No, they don't.
Got a lot of prickly pears though.
So I'm just getting this secondary piece started because it was a smaller piece of the Elizabeth that I started with.
I think I need some more of this one.
And I don't want to, I want to make sure it goes down nicely. So I want to fit it into the corner and just start the peeling process so that I can get it on there evenly. This is just a lightweight print from my printer. Because Unsplash is free imagery. They just want you to give them credit, and I'm giving them credit because this image came from Unsplash. But how cool is that? I got stripes on my page.
Yay!
And I think I'm going to put this quote right on there too. So I want my, I wonder what I did with that other ruler. I had here it is. I have this other ruler that I like because it has these decal edges on it. This is from Westcott. I got a couple of these different ones. I mean, this one tears with a straight edge, and this one has the two different decals and a straight edge. So why I need this one, I don't know. Maybe I got this one first, and then I saw this cool one, and I got it. I don't know. Because we have to have it all, right?
I do.
So,
yeah.
I just want to get a little decal edge on this, so I'm going to use that, and you see it gives this cool little decal edge to my tear. Yeah, baby. I like that. And I think I want to add some color to that. Let's see what I got over here in my stash. Whoops. I'm going to grab a brush. Wonder where my little one went to. It's always hiding.
They do that.
Well, when you don't have a little one, you use a big one, right?
Sure. Why not?
So I just want to add some, I don't want that blaring at me. So I'm just going to tone it down with some ink, because that was very white. And I don't think I want it quite that white, because I really kind of like the zebra's white standing out more, right? That was dandelion. Now I'll get a little bit of,
Okay, that's enough stems for now.
a little bit of potting soil here.
I need some flowers.
We'll just distress that up.
Like you do.
Like you do. Yeah, I like that a lot better than this dark white, I think. However, I think I wanted a little bit of orange tone in there.
Jay Wilson.
I can still do it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you Jennifer? She says she's very excited that she gets to see us live for once.
All right.
I
We're
think
very excited that you're here.
yes. But I might be wrong.
I'm going to get a little orange blossom.
Okay, that's enough leafy, stemmy things. Now we need some flowers. So I got this one, I got this one, I got this one that have flowers.
Hi, Brianna.
I have other ones, I think. And I have this big book of, well, it's not that big. It's a small book, really, of die cuts, thin cut things. There's that one. Let's see what else I've got. A lot of these are from Tuesday morning. Some of them are from online. Tim Holtz ones. I might use those hearts that I had. I was just going to see if there was anything else in here that I might want to try out. I got butterflies and shells. Another tree thing. Some words. Here's some little flowers. Oh, here's some even better little flower. No, those are leaves. Here's some flowers. These will be good. I'm not going to get them out of there. Come out. I think these are in the works ones too. I don't want to turn this whole thing upside down because then everything's going to come out. Oh, there we go. That worked. What else? All right, that's the flowers, I guess. All right, I got some more leaves, I got flowers, I got stems, I got little centers of things. Let's see. What can we make?
Lots of stuff.
Apparently. I need some bright colors. Bright, bright, bright. Not any more green.
What is black, white, and red all over? I want to know.
Yellow.
Vicky says, nice selection of dyes.
Purple, red, orange. Purple, red, orange. Those look like some pretty good ones. These are all gel prints from the last big gel printing challenge that was all month long a couple months ago. And I was using smaller, let's do this pink too. Using smaller gel prints this time instead of making big ones. I made the 4x5 and the 6x6 through the whole thing. So that's why I have these smaller pieces, which for this, we're having a small day, works great. Let's try that one. Let's try that one. I don't really want the stem, but I can't get rid of the stem because it's on there. So that's what you get.
Sometimes what you see is what you get.
Let's see if I can get all these things to fit on here.
So I'm going to coat this with a layer of gel medium just to seal everything down. And then I can work on top of it with pins. You know, because this is still very porous paper. And in order for me to come back, I want to have this sealed. I've got my really crusty, dusty glue brush. And I'm just putting a layer of gel medium over this. And for those of you who are like me and have challenges with your hands, these little jars from the dollar spot are great because you don't have to unscrew anything. They just have the little clasp on them, and you can pop it open real easily and get into your mediums. So I transfer most of those mediums that are in jars with jar lids that I can't get into stuff like that. I just find it helpful.
Yes. That's a pretty one.
Thank you. Is it Jane? Thank you so much.
It's a cute little one too. And this one's different. This one has like, it's like an outline of a flower. So I kind of feel like I need to put a contrasting paper behind it, which is strange and unusual. See, it's a outline of a flower. I might like it like that though. I don't know. We'll see. I know that I don't want the stem though. Let's see.
I probably need a water brush.
You always need a water brush.
I got a wild hair. I have a wild hair. Do you guys have a wild hair? I have a wild hair. And it's gone now. Oh dear. So I think I will get some big brush. Oops, I jiggled my camera. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And some of these green and gray, maybe ivory. Ivory could work. Let's see. Let's see how that works. Not a lot there. Not a lot there with the ivory. So, let's see how the gray does. Just doing a little bit of shadowing here.
I think we need a contrasting color.
Hanging off the edge, or my zebra rump is hanging off the edge here.
That sounds like a personal problem.
I know, right? Well, guess what? I can fix those kind of problems.
Blue? No. How about light blue? Light blue might be nice. I'm guessing these two might be my best bets. But I guess we'll glue all the rest of these down real quick, so I don't lose them on my table. Can't imagine how that would happen.
Oh, well. I can tell you. I have the same issue over here. Maybe a light green. That might be the ticket.
That's the ticket.
Good jiggling. Good grief. I got too many lines and cables coming across my desk. Oh, I have a delivery.
A delivery?
Yeah.
Did you just get notified?
Yeah, well, you know, these little things here.
Oh, yeah.
tells me when my stuff is here. It's like,
I hope it's something fun.
oh, it is.
You know
I'm
what
not
it
going to
is.
give it away. I will probably reveal it at another date, but it is definitely fun.
Oh, lucky. My
Okay.
last delivery, which came this morning, was Lineman's electric insulated gloves for my
Oh,
kid who is trying to repair our microwave, which died, and I don't want him to get shocked to death by the capacitor, so I'm making him wear these big gloves.
oh, you're a good lady. You take care of your people.
You know, that thing can shock you to death.
Oh, I know.
And yes, he knows how to repair aircraft, but I still worry. He's like, you know, there's capacitors on aircraft, Mom. I'm like, I don't care. I'm buying you these big gloves. It's like, okay, if I have to wear it. Those things will take 12,000 volts, and you will not get shocked. I'm cool with that. I'm gonna make some blue flowers. I think I'm probably almost done die cutting. Are you guys getting bored? Probably getting pretty bored with it. But
Okay, so
I just wanted to make a whole flower garden. I just thought it would be fun.
number 7. So, I think I'm caught up now. That was last week. That was this. Okay, I'm caught up. So I'm done with my page.
You're done with your page?
Done with my page. There are stripes will always add that certain something. I should probably emphasize that add.
What else can I
Because that's our word for today, right?
Yes, it is.
Bye, Sybil. Have a good day. Well, and we got about 20 minutes left.
All right. Well, this will be my last die cut, and then I'll start doing the detailing and putting my thing on this. I was taking my time because I knew I had lots of time. So.
Well, that's the thing about these small pages. I took my time, but I still got done in plenty of time. So, you know, people can do these. Now, the next one for tomorrow is doubt.
What is tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Friday. Doubt.
Doubt?
Yeah.
Oh, I got plenty of that.
So, what I would do, you know, is take my phone and look for something. So I just type in doubt. All right. We know that there was that movie Doubt.
Mrs. Doubtfire?
No, it's that one with Meryl Streep where she's this doubting sister. Have you not seen that one?
No, but I think it would be funny to do a page about Mrs. Doubtfire. That was an hilarious movie.
Doubtfire would be funny, yeah. So I'm just looking here to see what's on there. It's all going to the movie stuff, of course, because they want to advertise that first.
Well, of course, they always do.
So, okay, that was kind of fruitless. So then I'm going to go and I'm going to do doubt quotes. Oops. Or, you could do doubting Thomas, doubting definition, doubting, Okay, let's look at doubt definition. Lack of conviction, uncertainty. So you could do something kind of scary.
Yeah,
Like,
I tend to do on that one something very dark because
like the Scream or something like that, You guys
I
know
doubt
the
myself all
painting?
the time. It would be self-doubt for me.
Yeah.
Um,
So, fear, being afraid, that sort of thing, those would work. Let's do.
all right, I'm done with my little guy. It's so cute though. Look, it's got shiny, and it can just sit right here on my desk.
Oh, I like this one. Okay, I got my thing.
You got your thing?
Yeah, we learn from failure, not from success.
Yep, that is 100% true.
So I have my quote. So I'm going to write that down so I remember it.
Good plan. I definitely need to do that as well. That's why I write my stuff down.
Oh, my pen is quitting. All right. I know what the quote is. That's good enough. All right. So now I am free to do what I want to do for my background. So I think I'm going to grab my ink tints.
Ink tints. Yeah. I got papers and dyes everywhere. It's a Diapalooza over here. Make sure everything's really well glued down. That's cute. Okay. Thank you, Patty. I like bright colors. They make me happy. But in order, look, see, this stuff is all over me. I don't appreciate that.
I'm not sure how I want to do this. Not sure what colors I want to go into here. Let's just start, shall we? Let's just start. My camera's in the wrong spot. Okay. Get adjusted. All right.
I'm gonna get my page on the screen here.
Patty says she loves the flowers. Your colors are so vibrant and pretty. Yes, they are.
I saw that. Thank you very much. I think what I need is, what color do I need?
Yeah, I've always learned from failure. I rarely ever can say, "Oh, I just was successful the very first time."
Yeah,
it's not my thing.
See how this works. I need to put my quote on my page too. Now I kind of feel like I'm running out of time again. I think I need a
You have 17.
17? Okay, that's not that bad. I got some pit pins here, and I just, you know how I like to do shadows around things. It just makes me happy. So I just use a
Happiness
little bit of
is
pit
a pet
pen,
pen.
just blend
Who
it.
knew? Who knew happiness was in a pit pen?
Oh, it is either that or a Stabilo all pencil or a
Yeah.
Posca.
Yep.
Just like it better when it's got shadows. What happened to my little... Did I throw it away? Get it. Just need to blow up a little bit.
I'm just using one of these. These are one of my favorite brushes, these Pentel water brushes. You can get them in a set of 3. They come small, medium, large in a pack, or you can buy them individually. But they have a nice water reservoir so that it's not running out. Some of the cheaper brushes, the water just runs right out the end. And you don't have to squeeze hard on these. That's another thing, for people like me who have bad hands, squeezing on a brush for a long period of time just doesn't work. So these work for me real well.
And look, I happen to be using the exact same thing.
There we go.
I like the Pentels. I also like the Arteza one though, because I like, for some application, I like that one because it has that little valve in the center with a little button that you can push and the water comes out. It's handy too if you need like more water, like if you really...
Well, and the same thing with this, you can squeeze on it because there is a valve in there and you will add more water to your brush.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But Pentel was kind enough to send these to us, so I want to thank them.
Definitely. Of course, Arteza has sent me a lot of stuff too. Not water brushes. I bought the water brushes.
Yeah.
They come
Well,
in a large pack, and they've got
many
flats
companies
in
want to
them.
send me stuff. I'm happy with that,
Yeah.
The more the merrier, the more fun to play with, right?
Yep. Well, I like to try out new stuff, and
Mhm.
sometimes the companies will send it if you have a channel.
Yep.
I don't go out and like ask for anything, but sometimes they contact me in my email. So. And if they do, and it looks like something, I mean, sometimes I get some really weird stuff like, "Oh, would you like to try our eyeglasses out on your channel?" I'm like, "Well,
Oh
my face doesn't even show on the channel. How am I supposed to show the eyeglasses?"
that's a funny one.
Yeah, I've gotten that one a few times now.
Have you? Oh my.
Yeah. And then there's another company that wants me to use some sort of lights, like
Oh,
I
like
don't
studio
know.
lights?
Not like camera lights for, that would be nice, camera equipment would be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
These are like, I don't know, like strip lights. Some kind of
Huh.
strips. And they keep asking me, and they've asked me a few times. I'm like, I don't know how I would show that on my channel.
Yeah.
So that's not really realistic. I'd rather have an art supply.
Yeah.
And that's what I told them. I said, Jude, you need to have an art supply. If you don't have an art supply, I don't want it.
Well, and it's confusing for people too, like if they're going in looking for art and then they see all this other stuff,
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of why we keep things separate here. That's why we do a live show on a separate channel versus the stuff that we're doing on our own channels. And yeah.
Really,
we have multiple channels. I mean, I have a channel that's called Misdiagnosed. That's more like my vlog and keeping up with people channel because people ask me about how things are going with my family and stuff. And it's like, oh, okay, this is not art related. I don't want to put it on my YouTube channel.
Right. I need to get to my quote.
So I try not to confuse people, even though I am very confused most of the time.
I think that makes that look a lot better, even though it's just a little thing. It just does something.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit around the
Something. Gotta have a little something, something.
Yeah. It's a thing. It's a thing, people. What are they saying? I haven't even been looking.
Barb says she's watching me create. I'm just playing. I'm just putting some, you know, I'm starting a background. I'm just putting some dots down, getting some texture on the page. And the nice thing about the ink tints is that they will dry permanent, so I can come over the top of this with other watercolor or whatever I want, and it's still gonna stay put.
Yeah, ink tint is the only one that does that, guys. It dries permanent.
Yep.
Some people
and it's a lot more vibrant than, you know, how your other watercolors will dry down and they'll lighten a lot. Ink tints stays intense. Say that 10 times. Ink tint stays intense. So I'm trying to get a little bit of that splattered on there too.
Okay, I don't have time to fuss with this. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get my quote on there. Add smiles, subtract words. Let's see. How about, I guess I can do it with my sticker machine. I could write it, but my writing is blah. All right, what size do I want? Maybe size 1, I think. Yep, that would be good. Add smiles. Subtract. That guy's out there with that thing again.
Wait, took a coffee break or something?
I don't know. All I'm saying is it's driving me crazy. Divide your problems. I better print. I'm probably running out of space here. Thank you, Marilyn. I'll get that, and then we'll do the last one, which is multiply. Multiply. Come on, baby. Multiply. Bad at spelling. Your happiness. That's a great quote. And it relates to the whole mathy thing.
Yep.
It's mathy.
Yep, it is. Yepper, yepper.
Okay.
You see how these are just layering right over each other, guys? That's one of the beauties of ink tints.
I've got gluey fingers.
I'm wondering what kind of polka dots I have on my face. You know,
That
because
is
I get
always the
fingers like
question.
this, and then, you know, I touch myself. It's like, oh no, I have to go look in the mirror before I go anywhere.
Probably not straight.
So I'm using the ink tints blocks. I also have ink tints pencils, and either one will work for this.
Yeah.
Do you guys know about ink tints? This is my little carrying case that I like to take with me, like when I travel. So I don't have to carry watercolor and all that. I can just take this and a brush and stuff and, you know, paper. But it's got everything that I need. I've got a black and white pen. I've got my graphite, black and white pen, my graphite, my water brushes, and a pencil. And then I've got my ink tints colors in here. So this works real well for a small on-the-go watercolor. Just grab a journal and you got this. Of course, I can't hold it up in the air and close it at the same time. Imagine that. And it's got, I think I have a set of 60 colors, maybe. Does that sound right?
I don't know. I have a big set of them. But I'm not sure what it is.
So, I mean, it's got all these different compartments for your colored pencils in here. So you can carry a lot
I'm pulling stuff up.
in a small space. And while the tins are nice, I don't want to take a tin on the road with me. So, I mean, I can throw this in a bag with a journal and I'm good to go. Barb said she recently found a little travel set. Cool. That's cool. I don't think I've seen that.
Of ink tints?
Yeah,
No,
a
I
travel
haven't
set
either.
she said she found.
Huh, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, they're getting smarter, you know. They figure out that people want to go out and do things. I mean, if I'm sketching outdoors, do I want to carry a bunch of stuff with me? Sorry.
And I just need one more thing. Maybe some cute little
Figure
buttons.
that's my husband's nurse calling saying he hasn't sent his statistics in yet today. So I'm going to have to go up and check on him. See just what he's doing.
apparently not sending his statistics.
Yeah.
Here's some buttons. That's cute. He put some buttons on.
So you got a 1-minute warning.
I think I'm pretty much done. I'm just adding some buttons here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you guys for having been with us today. I hope you're all doing Art Journal Habit 2019 and posting those photos so that I can find what you're doing.
Yep.
And let's see, my page for today was the zebra, which is over here, which is this one. So there we have it. 2 pictures. And we'll see you next time, okay? Bye for now.
Bye-bye.